the Loop. Today I am so pleased to bring to you Bill Kleinmann, who is my architect and friend, and Bill actually did the design for my house, and we're very happy in our home. So, you know, I was talking to Bill earlier, and we were saying that maybe we should explain to our viewers a little bit about F.A.R. because there are often times where I'll take out a client or just, a friend will say, gosh, we've been thinking of doing a bump out. How much space am I allowed to bump this out without getting in trouble with the town of Greenwich? So, we talked about the Greenwich Municipal Code and how there's different homes that are on, every home is designated to a different zone. Right. And so there's different zones like RA4, RA1, R12, R20, it's all a bunch of numbers. And if you could just make sense of it a little bit.
Right. So the F.A.R. stands for floor area ratio, and this determines how large your house can be.
Okay, so I thought maybe we could do an example, and we picked out one for a house that's in the R12 zone, and maybe you can explain.
Right. So in this example, the lot that we're looking at is slightly larger than the minimum R12. It's a 0.3 of an acre. Okay. So we multiply 0.3 times 43,560, and that is how many square feet is actually in the lot.
Got it. Okay, and so that makes sense. This is simple math here. We're doing 0.3 of an acre is what you own, and then 43,560 is how many square feet are in an acre. So this is how many square feet you own for your particular lot. So then you take that number.
So in our example, the ratio of an R12 zone is 0.315. So we would multiply 3,068 times 0.315, and we'd get a maximum of 4,116 square feet.
Great. So this is the max that you can put on that lot.
Right.
Got it. And so 0.315, just so people are clear, that is only for the R12, but different zones have different multipliers, right?
Generally, the larger lots, the 1 acre, 2 acre, 4 acre R20s, the ratio actually gets smaller.
Ah, okay. Right. Okay, great. And then Bill and I were also talking about, so laws and municipal codes are always changing, and they've changed the attic space and what you can do with it before, because before attic space counted as F.A.R. if it was, I don't know, you can explain this part, and now the law has changed to the benefit of the consumer where they can use more of their attic.
In a typical R12 house, you're only allowed a 2-story house. Okay. So the attic does not count towards the F.A.R. as long as the square footage in the attic is 40% or less than the second floor. The way it's determined is you draw an imaginary line 7 feet high from the finished floor to the finished ceiling, and everything within the 7-foot height, as well as all dormers that are over 5 feet high, that total square footage has to be less than the 40% of the second floor. It's also measured from the inside of the finished walls.
Got it. And so if you're under the 40% of the second floor with this space, then it's like free space. Right. Which is great. Yeah.
Yes. The roofs have to come together, and that's also part of the new requirements. You can have as many dormers as you want as long as it's under 40% of the second floor.
Wow. Okay.
Doesn't count towards the first floor. It's always the second floor.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, that's all really good stuff, Bill, and I really appreciate you coming out and explaining this. And if anyone has any questions about this or anything else, we will have Bill's information below, and you can reach out to him.
Thank you.
Thanks again. See you later.